Welcome everybody. Y'all ready for this? The Hustle. My name is Steve Talia, and these are my co-hosts. I'm Talia. And I'm Luciano. You may have heard me on radio. You may have never heard of me at all, but that's okay.
Y'all gonna learn today. Your whole life was a struggle, had to make it out the jungle. This is a show for you. Welcome to the hustle. Under pressure, never break a fold. Keep chasing your goals until you blow. Now, welcome to the hustle.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Hustle Podcast. And today we got a special guest in the building. We got hip-hop artist Budda Child.
Yes. Thank you for having me, you guys.
Welcome to the
Thank
show.
you for coming.
Welcome to the show, man.
I'm a big fan, you know what I mean? I saw there's a good episode you did with Vince, too.
Thank you.
Cali, Tokyo.
Actually,
Dope,
I
man.
heard the tracks you have with Tokyo Kid, fucking dope track.
Thank you, man.
Talia, you haven't been on the show for a couple of episodes, so welcome back.
Been MIA, I'm sorry. I've been working. It's not my fault, okay? If I didn't have work, I would obviously be here because I love our guests. I love this podcast, and I'm not giving up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank God you're here today, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Summer's over, bro. It's October. Officially, we're headed towards Halloween right now. How you feeling? How was your summer? How you feeling about winter on its way and everything?
I mean, summer's good, man, you know what I mean? Winter, I'm not too excited about that. I might have to take a vacation like you, man, hit up Cuba or something like that, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? I wanted to shoot a video, now I gotta rock a winter jacket, all this shit, you know what I mean? It makes things a little bit more difficult, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
It's sweater weather.
Sweater
Yeah,
weather.
hoodie
weather.
season, you know?
Sweater weather. I don't love sweater weather. Get all cozy in a sweater because of the weather.
Why not? Yeah. So, dude, you've been doing your shit for a long time. You've
I've been
doing
a
your
minute,
shit
man,
for a
yeah.
minute. Like, I always remember hearing Budda Child.
Really?
We're actually, I'm pretty sure we've done some shows together back in the day, you know?
Maybe, yeah. It's very possible, man. I've been around, you know what I mean? I've been doing this since like high school, you know? I went to Wager, that's where I honed my skills. And like my mentor is like Preach, you know? You know Preach?
Preach.
Akinobi.
Preach Akobia, yeah.
Yeah. And he put me on kind of thing. And I've been doing it ever since, you know?
So, yeah, take us from the beginning, though. You said you went to Wager, this and that.
Yeah.
When was the first time that you actually got exposed to hip-hop? Because not a lot of people would be like, yo, you got the Chinese guy over here.
That's true.
The only one that I can think of is Jin.
Yeah, I've been doing way before Jin, though. But yo,
Shout out to China Mac, too.
Yo, I just saw an episode of Mackie. You saw that shit with Havoc?
Yeah.
Yo, just seen that shit. He went to Queensbridge and shit.
Okay, what happened?
And he just went to Queensbridge with Havoc and GOD and shit like that. I'm like, no fucking way. It wasn't even about food and shit like that, you know, just in the hood. So yeah, shout out to China Mac and shit. But so yeah, I've been doing it since high school, you know what I mean? My first shit I liked was probably like Crisscross or some shit like that, you know? I'm not even gonna front, you know? But then I got like deeper into it, like Bone Thugs and Mobb Deep. And once I heard Big Pun, it was over with, you know? That's when I was gonna take my shit like super lyrical, like Pun, you know? I've been doing like that ever since. And I guess I started rapping like around like 13, 14. Mm-hmm. And got my start just like battling on K103.
Yeah.
And that's how I know Gremlin and all that shit, man. Shout out to, he did this crazy piece here. So shout out to him. And from there, you know, I was in a group, Componi Cartel with you know, Preach, Odessa, all of them. They're still doing it now, you know. And we did the mafioso handles and, you know, like it was the Wu Gambino days and shit like that. So it was like Componi Cartel. I was like Tommy Guns and my boy was Sal Fisco, you know. Even though Casino and shit like that is like just random characters, you know. He sunk the underworld, you know. The guy that fucking took a log of everything. Yeah. So we had all those Gambino names and shit like that, you know. And and after that, just doing it in college, and I don't know, I was always on the low with it, you know what I mean? I was always writing and shit like that, and then I guess I broke out on the radio, and everybody knew like, oh shit, this guy's crazy and shit like that. And then after that, I did like Hip Hop Forever, you know? Remember that competition, Hip Hop Forever?
No.
Well, it was way back, but yeah, that was like 2003. I won that shit, you know?
Okay, sick.
And a lot of people like went on that shit, but I ended up winning that shit for like best writer, composer. And from there, I'm like, yo, I think I could do this shit, you know what I mean? And I was real young then, like you know, like
what's
17, 18.
What's that event, though? Hip Hop Forever? I never heard of that.
Yeah, it was like before end of the week and all that shit. It's like everybody, like, you know, remember like Low Pesci and all them? They're Patrick Bateman back then, you know? That's how far it goes, you know? And Shogun, everybody like in the city that was rhyming back then, it was like a contest, you know? And a couple of people ended up winning, like BU, the Nologist, J7, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's an old competition, you know, before end of the week and all that stuff, you know.
Sick.
I did that shit.
So how did your parents feel like when you got into hip hop and everything? Was it something like at home, like it was like, oh, you dressing too baggy, this and that?
I mean, they always been supportive, believe it or not. You know, my mom did music and shit. She did like Chinese opera. I don't know if you've ever heard that stuff. You know,
No, never,
put makeup on and it's real high pitch. You know, I used to hate on it back in the day, but now, like that shit's amazing, man.
Well, I
Like,
see your music is influenced. It has a lot of Asian style to it. You know?
yeah, it
You
does,
hear the
man.
flair
Like,
in it.
I was like, yo, I wanted to be the first one to do like a album like all Asian hip hop beats, you know. And I did that like 2017. It's called Better Tomorrow, you know. Same as the Wu-Tang thing, but you know, I took it off the movie, you know, the John Woo shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, like and Sky Beats produced the whole shit, you know. And I wish that blew up more, you know. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make history and shit like that. I'm gonna be the first rapper to do this shit. But you know what I mean? If you look back, you know, go back to 2017 and shit.
I'm still buzzing because you said like this old school like 2003. I'm like, I was like 7 in
Holy shit.
2003. I was still playing with Barbies in 2003, and he's like spitting bars on this hip hop show. I feel so young, but like,
Oh my god,
you're a veteran.
Now I feel like old and
You're a
shit. Yeah.
veteran,
I guess I'm an
bro.
OG. Yeah. I've been doing it, so yeah. I guess
Did
I'm
you
still
always like want to get into like these competitions, or like you were more like you write and like hit up?
I guess that was the only thing back then, the only outlet and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, let me jump on it, and I ended up winning. I don't know, like just fresh off, like, you know, high school or whatever. And yeah, but now I don't know. Like now it's more battling and stuff like that. I'm not really into that stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I support that. You know, recipes, Pat Say and stuff. But yeah, I'm more like songwriting albums and shit. You know?
I would never be able to battle rap.
No,
I'd
you
start
should
crying.
though.
I'd start crying. You say something about my nose, I'd be like, "Hey, look, listen, I knows, but like you took it too far there."
I would, what's it called? Like just the amount of energy going out in the room. I'd probably forget my lines fucking 4 bars in, bro.
I've seen so many
No,
people
so
crumble like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So fuck. The last DMS battle, the show I went to, the two guys just like completely forgot their words on stage,
Oh
and
my
they're just like, fuck, and they had
So
to end it.
embarrassing, and then they go back to the last bar, and they're like,
And like the
oh my
crowd's like
God.
trying to like hype him up, but I guess like the extra energy is like fucking him up even more. Like, oh, I
Yeah,
feel
that's
so
what I'm afraid
bad.
of, like a cannabis moment or some shit like that. You know,
it's
pull out the
so
notebook. Nah, I
brutal.
could never do that.
So brutal.
So you said your mom was super supportive. She was like into music. She did music back.
Yeah, she did music too. You know, she always supported me,
Mm-hmm.
even to this day. You know, surprisingly, because yeah, like when I was rapping, there's no other Asian rappers. You know, other than Mountain Brothers. Remember the Mountain Brothers?
Were they from Montreal or?
No, just from Philly or something
Okay,
like that.
so-
But there's Chops. You know, he's still doing it. Like there's a group, and they're like kind of underground. You know, I'm like, if they could do it, yo, I could do it. You know what I mean? And yeah, so I just started doing it. You know.
Well, like I think the fact that you're Chinese, like you have that in the city at least. Like I think you're the only person back then.
Yeah,
you were the
yeah.
only person back then that I was like, yo, there's an Asian rapper here.
Exactly. That's what made me stick out, I guess.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
But it could be like a double-edged sword. Like a lot of people, like they don't take Asian rappers seriously. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
MC Jin was the one that first like said, "Yo, you can't play with us." You know what I mean?
Exactly,
like, I was winning
man.
every freestyle.
I was on to him even before that, so it was like, whoa! And he finally made it to Freestyle Fridays, and he killed it. You know, I was like, I felt proud. And I'm like, yo, I told like Mark King's my boy back then. I'm like, yo, he's gonna go platinum, all this shit. We're gonna blow up. It never happened like that, you know.
I got signed to Rough Riders. and
Yeah,
shit, you know what I
everything
mean?
was like lined up,
Yeah,
you know. But it took too long to put out the album. I don't know, bad singles and shit
Well, you
like
heard
that.
what happened with him and China Mac. What?
Yeah, I can't believe that. You know what I mean? Like I thought, like no offense to China Mac, but you know what I mean. Like, you see an Asian rapper, you guys support him. You know what I mean? And he's on some different vibe back then,
Back
you
then,
know.
yeah,
But
he was on a what's it called? Like fucking hater ass vibe back then.
yeah, I can't believe you want to snatch his chain and all that. You know, like why? You know.
But like things changed along the way, you know what I mean? You see the guy did its time. He actually
Exactly.
sat down with Jin.
I seen that too. Yeah, I seen that. I couldn't believe it. Yeah,
People change, and that's the best thing about that's what rehabilitation is about. you know?
really.
So,
It's too bad you had to do 10 joints and shit.
Yeah,
But like, you know,
exactly.
It's actually crazy because like veterans like you literally paved the way for a lot of new school artists now. Like if you look at Toronto artists and even in the city now, our next guests when they come on, like it's all Asian artists.
it's true
that
though. Huh?
they're all popping off right now, and
Yeah.
they have it. Like Asian artists fucking have it. Like
Yeah, that's crazy that you mentioned it. That coincidentally,
Yeah.
today's all Asian day.
Wait, really?
yeah, our next artist as well. They're
No way, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
and they're younger than me actually.
Okay.
So like you paved
you mean
the
there's
way.
another Asian rapper?
Yeah,
It's a collective.
it's a collective
What?
actually. Yeah.
Yo, put me on after, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Okay.
When they pull up, you could like link up with them, get their socials.
Okay.
But they're killing it. Like they're moving. They're making like They're making
They're
moves.
performing at festivals. Like they're
Yeah.
organizing their own festivals.
Yeah,
and
they're
shit.
organizing their own events and
Okay,
stuff.
they're
Like
hungry, man. I like that. Like,
yeah, but like this is like a demographic that like back in the day it was so rare to see, but now
Really?
like they're really like on the rise right now.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
think they have an event coming up in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I think it's an outdoor event, but they had one in the summer that I wanted to go to that I missed out on. It was in Chinatown.
No
That
way.
park in Chinatown.
Yeah, they've been killing it.
I
And there was-
performed there one time,
And there was a
but
festival there, and they were like, it was. I think they were in conjunction with it or something. But
Yeah, they're
man,
really
I'm
cool.
so out the loop, man. I swear. Like,
This is the youngins, right?
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
They're hungry now. You know, it's their time to like, you know.
man,
that's
no.
good,
Get into
man.
it.
That's it's hard to keep that hunger and shit like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, but as
But,
you get older, like life changes.
Exactly,
start
yeah.
happening, You know,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Buddha Child starts having a child. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what happened there, bro? Like you were into the music, or you're still into the music and
Mm-hmm.
everything, but along the way, you had a child.
Yeah, just during the pandemic, man, I had like 2 pandemic babies, like almost back to back.
Two.
I almost had like Irish twins, you know what I mean? But like they're like
Buddha
a year and a
children.
little bit apart. Yeah, and that totally changed everything. Like as an artist and everything now too, you know, like I'm more introspective now, and you know, just talking about fatherhood, all that, and just gave me like more, you know, motivation to do this, you know, and. The pandemic forced me to sit down a little bit, and that's where I really like went nuts, man. Started going to the studio like every week. I go check Cali, you know, Merkin Music, and I had him on the show and shit like that. And yeah, we just been banging out. And I was just at the studio Friday, you know.
You were banging out.
Yeah, literally
were
figured
banging
it
out.
hypothetically, realistically, you know.
2 kids later, you were banging out.
Yeah. So yeah, I got like a son, you know, Leo, and a daughter. So it's like that's perfect, you know.
Is he older?
Yeah, he's older. He's 2 years
big
now.
brother.
He's like terrible twos, you know what I mean? Like
so
he's
bad, such a
jumping
bad
off like
age.
tables, he's going nuts, you know. Like he's
that-
like me.
Is that something that was always in your mind, like, yo, I want to have kids, or it just was like,
I mean, like
happened?
I always wanted that, you know what I mean? I thought I was gonna be a player for life or something like that. And, I don't know, it just like it just happened like that, you know? Like I mean, like the first one, the son was planned, you know what I mean? My daughter wasn't planned that much, you know? It was like,
well,
but I'm
they always
glad.
say, they
We'll
always
cut
say,
this out in case she finds this in the future.
They always say that the first child is like, it's either actually no, it's either the first child is planned,
Yeah,
and the second one is like it happens by
came out
accident.
of nowhere, you know? I swear. Yeah.
And you, because you already know what the first one was like, you know.
Yeah,
I had to, couldn't sleep. I couldn't.
Yeah,
this,
well,
that.
many
And now we
sleepless
got
nights.
another one on the way.
Yeah,
like, holy
imagine
shit.
being the woman that just gave birth. They have to sew her vagina back. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's-
think they want to go through that again? Like,
Yeah, my son was born in the car too, you know what I mean? On
In
the
the
way to the
car?
hospital. Yeah, I did a whole track about that
That's
dramatic
wild.
entrance, you know? Yeah, you gotta check
that's
that
a
out.
ride or die right
So
there.
that day when your wife or your girlfriend,
Yeah, my baby mom's
baby
girlfriend.
mom,
Yeah,
okay.
maybe
Baby mom's
wife
baby
that
mom.
soon, you know.
Were you like,
that day when her water was breaking, like how run us down, bro.
Yo, I thought like, you know, usually it takes like hours in the hospital like that, you know? So I'm like, all right, cool, I have time, you know? But I'm still like burning every light, you know? And it was like, I went to like St. Mary's and I was like on the same street, but it's like the head just popped out. I'm like, no fucking way. Like, yo, that's the head right there, you know what I mean?
I won't deny it. I'm a straight
And,
rider.
like, yo,
The kid
and then the
pops
whole
out.
body just popped out, and like
Holy
even
shit.
before I got to the hospital, and it was like we're like famous at the hospital. Everybody had to come down and see and shit like that. It was like a spectacle or something,
Like
you know?
she's still in the car.
Yeah.
And the umbilical cord's still on. They're just all
it's like-
watching.
It was mind blowing, you know what I mean? But at least the second one, you know, I got to like cut the cord. It was in the hospital. It was like more, you know, normal, you know? That time it was like hours in the hospital. I was like, yo, this is taking too long, you know?
That's
the first one
crazy.
came out like that. I was like,
Great. So what? You guys got in the car and it just popped out.
really? Basically, yeah.
You're in the car for 5 minutes, and then, oh, he's
I was
already out.
almost making it, and she couldn't even like, yo, it just popped. The head just came out, you know?
It must be
Like,
so
been stressed
chaotic.
too, bro. Like,
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
probably like screaming. You're like just trying to get all the
I'm like,
lights.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm trying to drive too and shit.
you're
Yeah,
sitting there, you're like, oh shit. Like,
yeah.
that's like how horror movies end. You know what I mean? You got, like some creature popping out
Yeah.
from the back seat and shit.
I'm like, yo, like he had a head full of hair too. I'm like, whoa, you know, like, it was nuts.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so I did like a whole track about it, dramatic entrance and shit like that, you know?
no.
Is that what you called it?
Yeah, dramatic entrance, yeah.
That track, dramatic entrance. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure will get detailed.
I actually need to hear this
Yeah,
now.
now I gotta hear that.
I'm gonna run that in the
The
car.
whole
I'm gonna
story,
run.
yeah.
So you were doing stuff with the boys and everything. You did how many albums and projects have you released so far?
Holy shit, I did so much. It's crazy. Like first I started a group album, which was called Stratagems. My boy from high school, Keto. I dropped that like 2012. And then, from there, I dropped my first album, One in a Billion. And from there, I never stopped, like every year. And then I did like Come Hell or High Water after that. And that one was probably that one. I got like a feature from Big Pun's son, you know, Chris Rivers.
Sick.
Yeah, on the last track. It's called Bitter Finale. And he absolutely murdered that shit. He killed me on my own track, you know, but, it's all good, you know?
Chris Rivers is hard to, bro, this guy's sick.
Yeah, like, people, and this is him back then, you know? I knew it was like already like amazing, you know? I thought he'd blow up even more now, you know? But like, yeah, he was spitting like pun and shit almost, you know? Like he has it naturally. And then after that, I did my concept album with the all hip hop beats and shit like that, A Better Tomorrow. And then after that, I did a whole album with Tokyo Kid, well, Tokyo Sensei, you know. And that was dope. It was called Tok Buddha. And like that, like I really stepped on my game, like working with Tokyo and shit like that. I seen like his whole process, and you switch up the bars, switch up the floor every 4 bars and shit like that. And towards the end of the album, we did like this like line for line song, you know, it's called Back and Forth and shit like that, you know. It was just went in the booth and just like went back and forth, you know, like on some Styles P, Jadakiss shit, you know. And I want to do a whole album like that with him, you know, just go in and just like bang it out, you know, line for line.
Sick.
That would be crazy. And then after that, what else? I did By Hook or By Crook. I dropped 2 albums last year, like By Hook or By Crook, that was all produced by Sky Beats, and 3 Generations, all produced by Cali. So Cali's doing all my beats now, you know, so yeah.
That's nice. Working with these type of producers that know they know what sound you need, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Cali's sick. I never got the chance to actually, did I work on a Sky Beats beat? I don't know. I think I did a track with him and, not with Sky, but I heard that.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I thought it was me. I was like,
I'm hungry.
There was a track with Suspect. Yeah, I did it back in the day. So I'm pretty sure the beat was from Sky Beats.
Suspect. That's Sinclair? Suspect?
The Suspect from the South.
Okay. Tall, light-skinned guy?
Oh, no, he's not light-skinned, but he doesn't rap anymore.
Oh, okay. It was a different guy.
He had a song that went like pretty big at one point. I think it's called PK Subban.
Yes.
There's 2 people that have PK Subban.
No, I'm thinking the white guy.
There's one, Waisu did a song called PK Subban.
Okay.
And the other one was from Suspect.
Okay.
And I remember they were training to it.
Shit.
At the Habs.
No
Habs
way.
Games and shit like that.
It must be super hype then.
Pretty hype, you know what I mean?
Wow, I didn't even know you used to rap and shit like that. Wow,
Yeah.
man.
So that's sick. That's sick that you get to work with these type of producers.
Yeah.
And build your what's it called? Hone your skills and everything.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Build that relationship.
Yeah,
with these
solid
guys.
relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll like bring him like samples and shit like that, and he'll flip it and just like destroy it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I love that when like a producer has the ear for it, or like even just like bringing them a whole beat and be like, I want something like this, and they just like turn it into something like fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's like he does some next level shit. He did like some behind the scenes making of the beat. Like I just brought him like a kung fu sample, you know, like and he went and I don't know, he went above and beyond. You know what I mean? To the point where it's like almost unrecognizable. He killed it so much, you know. So yeah, holla at Cali, man. You got them beats, man. Yeah.
I find like when it comes to like beat making, if I'm in the studio with the producer,
Yeah.
like I fuck him up a bit. Why?
Really?
Because they're working on the beat, right? And I hear something and I don't like how it sounds. But you know that's not gonna be the finished product.
Yeah,
you know
so he's
what I mean?
like, and he's like, oh,
It's like,
thanks.
at what point do I tell him this? You know?
So I'm like, I think it was a few times. It's like a homie and everything. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I don't like the way that horn sounds.
Yeah.
But then by the end of like, he fucking modifies the shit out of it. And
Yeah.
at the end of the finished beat, I'm like, okay.
But in a
Matter of fact, keep
producer's
that,
ear,
keep that.
Actually, just shut up.
in a producer's ear, they hear that. They hear that that's wrong, but they hear that there's like 5 other things wrong. So they're focusing on one thing before even getting to that. And you're just like, it's really bothering me. The guy's just trying to work.
this
Like,
is
yo,
the
shut
finished
the fuck
product.
So I
up.
feel
Go write
like-
your bars. Leave me alone.
I feel it's better that I wait till the beat's done and then after I give my critique, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, can we change this a bit? But if I'm there in the fucking studio at the same time, I'm just gonna like hinder the guy.
Just like giving you the side eye. Like,
Yeah.
I have to tell him it's gotta get off my chest. Nah, I feel you.
So you're talking about collabing, bro, working with producers from the city. If you had the chance to work with somebody outside of the city, whether it's an artist or a producer, who you fucking with?
Well, producer wise, I want to fuck with Havoc, man. Like I was already like, you know, I opened up for Mobb Deep before, you know, and we were just chilling in the car, but you know, I didn't want to like, you know, it's just right after Prodigy passed, you know, and stuff like that. I didn't want, you know what I mean? But like, it'll be dope to work with Havoc, Alchemist, you know what I mean? But artist wise, outside the city, I respect lyricists like that. You know, I like Chino XL. It's always a dream of mine to work with like Crazy Bone. You know, he's like my favorite rapper. You know, like, I wish I worked with Pun. You know what I mean? But thank God I work with his son. You know, but other than that, like I just like lyricists. You know what I mean? Like people that got like their bars up, basically. You know? Yeah.
We're keeping it old school.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it's making a return now, you know what I mean? Like Cormega's dropping an album, The Realness too, you know? So a couple good lyrics is still doing it, you know? Yeah. Because nobody really concentrates on the lyrics right now, right? It's all like beats, the hook and all that shit. But, you know, I try to incorporate that always, you know? Yeah.
Any new school artists on your radar?
New school.
Like from the city?
From the city?
He's like, nah, fuck that shit. Turn
Who's
it off.
dope now, man? I just fuck with the home team, you know what I mean? Like Tokes, Illy Dre. I don't really work with that much people, man. Like only people I respect. I only work with a handful of people. Like Lost One, you know what I mean? He's doing shit with Eyeblast and stuff now. But like Shogun, you know, he's really dope. And he went to Wager too, you know. But new, I don't know. Put me on. Like who's dope now?
Me?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I fuck with you.
Who else? Fuck. I don't want to just start naming names because people are gonna feel left out.
Look, there's too many people out there to
Yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna feel left out. I don't want to do that.
There's a lot of great artists in the city.
But me.
There's a lot of great artists in the city. But I feel like there's just too many to name.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave somebody out.
Y'all be mad and shit, but
And
I mean, you definitely have to check out Baha'i Collective.
Yeah, and the thing is with it's the age gap. Us, we're a little older, bro.
Yeah.
Us, we don't know the younger crew.
exactly.
What's your take on like auto-tune rappers?
I mean,
I think he
I don't really
like
fuck with it, but like if you're doing it right, like Tokes could really kill that shit. You know what I mean? Like Cali will sometimes still, even me, I'll use it sometimes. You know what I mean? But you can't really tell, you know. But like you can't do it like overboard. You can't be like, you know what I mean, on some T-Pain shit all the time. No offense to T-Pain, but you know what it is.
You still need to have somewhat skill to use
Exactly,
auto-tune
yeah,
for
yeah.
like sing with it.
Yeah,
You can't just like be off key all the time. It's gonna sound like shit. But,
Yeah,
you still have to be able to like
There's
hold a
people
note.
that you know, like Travis Scott and shit like that. There's people
Yeah.
that could do it right, you know.
Yeah. It's a tool. You got to use it wisely. Like you
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
You can't overuse it.
Some people use it to like polish vocals, and then some people use it to like destroy the vocal. Like,
Yeah, like
even-
you can't hold a note and just like, fuck it.
As for T-Pain, come on, bro. We already saw the guy can sing for real.
yeah,
Yeah, like,
T-Pain's
yeah.
fire.
Like you forget the auto tune. Without the auto tune,
You should like take that off sometimes. You know what I mean? It'll be like, different.
And back in the day, it's like I don't even. Back then, it was just like everybody says like, "Oh, you got to use it properly." But I find like even some of the T-Pain songs were just so fucking robotic and annoying. It's like, bro, that's not being used properly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But he was like making a sound for
It was a
himself.
sound. It was a sound. That's what
definitely
it
like
was.
what made him stand out.
Yeah.
There was
But,
some people love it. Like I think it was Soulja Boy at one point, and he was using autotune so hard. I'm like, bro, this thing sounds fucking terrible. It sounds terrible, and everybody was really into it. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
I couldn't see why. Like,
But now these days, like people just go viral, like off like, you know, just like a word or some shit, and they'll make a whole fucking song out of it.
Oh my
All
God,
to the
there's-
whole shit,
There's
you know?
a fucking girl on TikTok, okay? Literally, she has like this trap beat going, and she's like, Brit Barbie, this is her whole song. Period, 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 It's the whole
Oh
song.
my God.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I saw it.
It's the
No
whole
way.
song.
Okay, I
And
didn't
then
see
she's
that
like,
shit.
I am period, you are period, That's the whole song.
It probably got millions of views,
It's,
right?
it's fucking blown up. Like,
Stupid, yeah.
so dumb.
What's that other thing that I've been seeing on TikTok? It's some weird like mellow beat, and like somebody pokes you here, pokes you there, and you're like dodging it.
I don't know what you're talking
Like, get
about.
up 1 second.
Oh, shit. Am I supposed to dodge it?
And after you dodge it,
Okay.
and everybody is doing. I saw like 100 videos of this thing. It's so fucking weird. You're scrolling on
just, like,
TikTok. and one
bobbing and
person,
weaving.
it's like, he's trying to feed him a carrot. No carrot.
No, the best is
So
the one where
weird.
you're like, never let them know your next move. It's like you spill the thing, you grab the guy's shirt, and you're like wiping it, and like instead of like going to the
Oh yeah. I saw those.
in the sink.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna blow up these days, you know?
Yeah.
The stupidest shit.
We were talking about Ice Spice.
I know,
Did
I'm
you
just
hear
thinking
that
that
song
too.
itself or no?
Sure, I just,
Munch.
like, oh yeah. It's like a
hear
minute or
Munch?
something. It's like super short and shit like that.
It's
But
like a
like,
minute and a half, 2 minutes.
how's she
out.
blowing up? Like is
Look, I don't know. From what I've been like reading on the blogs and everything, It's like she's an industry plant.
Okay. Because I seen her like
She's blowing up because of Drake apparently.
Okay.
Drake flew her out to his
yeah?
Yeah, Drake flew her out to Toronto.
Okay.
What the fuck is Ice Spice? Is she one of the
I mean,
Spice Girls?
she's thick, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that's why she's blowing up.
cute.
But, like,
She's cute, very cute. She's
she has these curly hair, you know what I mean? Like, she's like
afro. She got a nice little afro. Like,
I think she's like a ginger, but she's light skinned, you know?
She's light skinned ginger with an afro.
But is she good? Like,
No, she's
No,
terrible.
she was performing.
She's
It
not
felt like she
bad.
just started performing
Yeah.
and shit. And it was weird, you know? Like, she's not developed yet, you
She's
know?
not developed. That's what it is. I'm not gonna say she's bad, but she's
is
like
she old, young?
She's
She's young, yeah.
Ah,
18,
okay.
19.
Yeah.
She has time.
And so yeah, Drake flew her out. After that, apparently her feature price or her show price went from $4K to $15K.
I seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's crazy, man. Like, overnight, huh? Like,
Overnight.
oh,
The next day,
fuck.
she canceled she had a tour. She canceled the tour or something.
Yeah, her manager just canceled all that shit.
Like, oh, you got to rebook her at $15K if you want her.
Wow.
Do the shit.
yeah, today's price,
She's
not
getting
today's price.
viral. She's getting viral. Like everywhere I see it, people are posting videos about this girl.
Yeah,
And apparently Drake unfollowed her on Twitter.
already.
Yeah, or on Instagram, whichever one it is.
Wow.
So they're saying like the theory is that she got flown out,
He smashed.
he smashed, or he didn't smash. Maybe he didn't smash.
okay, I get it, I
She
get
gave
it.
up, unfollow.
Oh
You know what I
shit!
mean?
Yeah.
But another theory is that because she got flown out, she came with her whole team and shit, and apparently she's already signed.
Okay.
She's already signed, and the fact that she's being put into the spotlight by Drake, this and that, this is giving her
Clout.
clout, it's giving her media attention.
Yeah, it's a
And
big
by-
cosign.
Exactly.
you
So
need.
it's that little cosign. When he flew her out, he thought she was like super independent. You know what I mean? Like she's not attached to anybody. But I guess he realized that
Oh, okay,
she's
okay.
got
Yeah.
like a team already. So
Right, yeah.
that's
So you
why
can't
it's
really sign her like
I
that
can't really
directly.
do anything for her.
Okay.
That's what it might be. And the fact that she's getting like shown everywhere, like right now, they're always talking about Ice Spice. This person's talking about Ice Spice.
It's like she blew up overnight, man.
Somebody said it's like it sounds too carefully crafted. That
Okay.
it looks like she's an industry plant. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Wow.
Which is she could be like the next Lotto that they're trying to build up.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people like that. Like a lot of even people like on TikTok and stuff. They're like signed to labels and they're like, oh, I wrote this song about my ex, and then like in reality, like it's a whole team that like created the whole song. Like there's so many credits to the song.
Exactly.
Like that song, you know, the A B C D E F you and your mom. That whole song, like she's like, oh, I wrote this about my ex, but like it was all planted.
15 writers.
It was
Yeah, some
planted.
Kanye shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
No, so yeah, see, a lot of things is fabricated. A lot of the things are fabricated. They're not real.
right.
Like I think it was Meg Thee Stallion or Nicki Minaj. They did a song with some City Girls or some shit. I don't know what it was. Or was it the Megan Thee Stallion song? I don't know what it was, but apparently they said they did it naturally. It wasn't like they just linked up and they did a song.
Organically.
But it was apparently it was all like from the jump.
Label flew them out, all
Yeah.
that
Well,
shit.
obviously,
Yeah.
that
The
doesn't
whole
just
thing.
happen in
Yeah.
the industry. You don't just like link up and naturally make a track. It's like, okay,
Unless
these
you're
are my
already boys or something
prices.
like
These are my
that,
things.
you're
Like,
chilling.
it's so much more than to just, oh, we did it naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
So that song too, Ice Spice. I don't know. You said you didn't hear it.
Nope.
Did you? Much.
Is it just about like getting her pussy ate or some shit
I
like
don't
that?
know.
It-
I think
it
it's-
feels like that's what it's about, but.
I hear Munch. I'm thinking she's talking about getting her booty eaten. Bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing against that.
I gotta hear this song.
Could
But
be
yeah,
that.
it's such a short song, man. It's like a minute or something like that,
Yeah.
you know? And,
And like you
That's all
said,
you need.
like you said too, she's like I saw. There's a clip of her performing in Houston.
you saw that, huh?
She looks super uncomfortable on stage.
Like she's letting
she's doing
the
is this,
people,
like-
other people rap her lyrics a little too much. You know what I mean? Like holy
She
shit.
looks uncomfortable. So I think she has to like hone her performance skills.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
But
Is she like
she's
another
making
chromas?
oh shit!
Speaking
You
of
saw
that,
Did you
I
see?
can't believe that
Did you
shit,
see
yo.
her? Where was she? She was performing.
Rolling
somewhere.
Loud, right?
Rolling Loud.
In
and
her
the
own
whole-
city, though.
The whole crowd was like, boo. They
Yeah.
threw shit at her. She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But why are they hating though? I don't know.
I don't know.
she's trash. Like,
I
she's
haven't even
not
heard her
good.
music, to be honest.
You know what?
She's a beautiful girl, but she's fucking trash. Like, that's all she has going for her.
Yeah, maybe I'm hypnotized and shit like that. But yeah,
She's not good.
Like,
it's catchy sometimes. I don't know.
I,
I can't hate.
I haven't heard her music. I think I
What?
have to go check out her
You
music.
do. Like,
Yeah.
she's trash. Like,
Yeah,
But her personality, maybe it's her personality. She was like making this weird sound and shit. You saw that shit?
No,
Her personality is not great either, to be honest.
well, from what I read in the comments, like, because I saw it, I'm intrigued. Like,
But
who is this
literally,
person getting?
everything she posts, she just gets hate under hate under hate.
I think she feeds on the hate, if anything.
I think she just knows it's like that's her fucking niche. Like
I
just
think
being
some
trash.
people, some people are like,
Trash and trashy. Like that's her
oh,
niche.
I love it. Hate on me, hate on me.
Yeah.
That's the only clout she's gonna get.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck her. You're like, okay,
That's bad, man. That's your own city is not even supporting you and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck with
wow.
her.
From what I read or from what people were posting on Facebook, she's like appropriating black culture. I don't know, what is she? Is she?
She's like Spanish or something, right?
what
Like,
she is.
She's trash. That's what she is. Like I don't know how else to say it.
Talia's going at Chroma.
I don't
Oh,
want to
shit.
be deep or anything. It's because I know some people from the city that were like, oh my God, I love chromas. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? So I go click it. I'm like, how do you fucking look up to this? Like, it's so bad. Like, I give you homework. When you finish here, you go listen to her.
Compare it to an
I mean,
artist.
she looks good, but like, I don't
She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful girl.
Okay, but what's her niche? Like, what kind of artist is she? Who do you
Like-
compare it to?
Like,
Who
Cash Me Outside girl, but when she was Cash Me Outside girl.
Oh, wow.
Like, not when she turned to Bad Baby. Like, Cash Me Outside girl when she was Cash Me Outside girl.
Mm-hmm.
But worse.
Speaking of Bad Baby making moves, bro.
She's making
moves.
Yeah.
though, man. Like,
Good for her.
Speaking
Good
at
unbelievable.
for Bad
Harvard or some
Baby.
shit. Yeah, she's speaking at Harvard, bro.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I saw
Yeah, I just
something
read
like that.
Something
I saw something.
Yo,
What
she
the
made,
fuck is she
went
going to be
a long
teaching?
way though, man, from Dr. Phil.
Yeah, for
Dr.
real.
Phil hooked her
She's
up.
taking his
bro.
job.
Yeah, Dr. Phil hooked her up.
I mean, she took it around with it, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Dr. Phil didn't hook her up. She like came out and like called him out for like how he like sent
Obviously,
people to
I'm
that
not saying he
ranch.
hooked her up personally, but anytime anybody goes on that show and the what's it called, the manipulated right,
Yeah.
they come out on top.
Yeah, I need to start acting crazy and get on that show.
Like first things
I
first is
fucking
like
hate my mom.
therapy.
Catch
Therapy
me
is,
inside. How about that?
yeah, therapy is not something you go on TV and broadcast.
Yeah, it's
Right?
not.
Yeah.
So that right there, you already know Dr. Phil's full of shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, come here. You're in a safe environment where millions of people are gonna make fun of you.
Wait.
Come on,
Since
man.
we're talking about TV shows, right? You ever see the show Moment of Truth?
No, what is that?
Basically, like they put
Yeah,
people on like
don't bring up MOT up in
no,
this
no,
table
not
right
MOT.
here.
Yo, shout out MOT though. Shout out MOT. He's making moves too. But no, it's like this show where like they put you on a polygraph and they ask you like really deep questions and they ask your family like to ask questions for you to answer, right?
Shit.
And then like you have to like get to like $1 million. I don't know what the prize lot is, but basically like you have all your family and friends sitting there, like your girlfriend, your wife, whatever the fuck, and you're on the chair and they ask you a question and you have to tell the truth.
Yo,
because
that's
they already
that's
like
gonna break up families.
they're like,
I know
yo,
it.
some fucked up shit. Like this one time they had a couple on and they're like, have you ever stolen money from your fiance's wallet? And the girl's like, yes. And then the guy's like, oh, like it's like call them out, but like it gets so deep. Like
Like, did
Fucking
you
deep.
ever cheat on your wife? Something
Yes.
deep like that, huh?
there's
Oh,
one girl that
man.
she went all the way and like she like said it like she cheated on her husband. Like
She's going for that M.
she
She's
went
going
for it.
that. Yeah.
And then she failed like one question before like $1 million or something like that. She was in the last round of it. And they asked like, do you think you're a good person? That's the question she fucked
no,
up on.
and she knows she's a bad person, right?
And she's like, yes. And then it says that was a lie.
Of course.
lost everything.
Yo, I can't
She went
believe
in.
that. She should have just kept it real. You know what I
Check
mean?
that
Like,
show out. It sounds
The moment of truth.
yo, I would love
It's
that. That sounds
fucking
like
wild.
you know what I mean, Maury, but like to the next level. You know?
It's fucking wild. Like you'll buzz.
Yo, thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
It's like from 2000s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I thought it was new. Okay. okay.
No, it's old.
Wow.
It's fucking bad.
So, dude, you had all these projects that you worked on, albums, EPs, probably all kinds of things that we don't even know about. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
Huh?
But did you ever find, like, along the way when you were making these projects, or like after you made a project or something, was there ever a moment in your time in your life that you're like, bro, I don't want to make music anymore? Or like,
Yo, you know what? That happens a couple times. You know what I mean? Like before the Tokyo album, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like chill and just hustle and whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know if I still have the same passion for it, but for some reason, I keep getting like these bars in my head. Like it never stops. You know what I mean? So next thing you know, I have a whole full song and shit like that. So it's just like, might as well just keep recording. You know? But yeah, I'm sure every artist, you know, goes through that. You know? But it's just like, I guess it's just like a natural talent that I don't know. I don't really like try that hard and stuff, and just like it just happens, you know. So I'm just gonna keep doing it, I guess, you know. Like now I'm in good rhythm and shit like that, and so yeah, I'm just dropping like EPs now. Before I used to do like full length, you know, like 12 tracks or something like that. But Cali put me on. He was like, yo, people don't have the attention span these days no more, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
So now I just do like 4 tracks. I have a good format now, you know what I mean? I have a good intro, and like the last track will be a deep, like introspective track and stuff like that. So I got it worked out. So I'm just dropping like EPs, like 4-track EPs, you know, maybe 2 a year or 1 a year, you know?
I think 4 tracks are digestible. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Something that can easily be listened to.
Exactly, yeah.
People are not gonna like say, "Oh, bro, it's
usually people,
fucking
like,
12."
They usually skip the last track or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
never get around to the last track, you know? So 4 is good. Like 3 feels like you're too lazy, you know? You could have put more, you know? So I just keep it at 4, 5, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good number, 4 or 5.
My nail just popped off.
Oh shit, I heard that.
I popped
it
it off.
too.
I was playing with it
I
and it
heard
just
it.
like flew. But yeah, what are you working on now?
Yeah, I'm about to drop my new album. It's called Be Water. You know what I mean? It's like a homage to like Bruce Lee and shit. You know about the Be Water, you know? Floor crash, you know what I mean? It's basically
I
like
see you rocking the tracksuit.
Yeah, from Game of Death and shit like that, you know? Like, yeah, I had to represent. Like, I bought that shit. I wanted to do, like, for one of my videos, it was called If You Know, You Know. I wanted to do a whole fucking fight scene and all that shit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to the top of the pagoda. But I never got around to doing that shit, you know? I'm like, I need someone to choreograph it and shit like that. But I have all these visions, but, you know, maybe someday, you know? I want to do, like, a crazy fight scene, how RZA did it in, what was that shit? Tragedy. Remember that shit? Yeah. But, yeah, like... Yeah, so yeah, Be Water and shit like that. That's my next album. Do you see the cover for that?
Yeah.
Yo, it's crazy, right? That's Seb Stewart, you know? He came out of retirement to do that shit for me and shit. And
It was water splashing.
yeah, it was like wrapped around me and shit. And it was so amazing. I was like, it was worth the wait. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, I'm gonna drop that, and I'm gonna wait till like the next year to drop Hurry Up and Buy. You know what I mean? That's on some next level shit. But Be Water is like my concept album, you know? Like I the first track I did was like sampling Streets Raised Me and shit, you know? You remember from Murder Music, the first track off Murder Music, Mobb Deep?
I have to go back, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Terrible with names.
Yeah, and it's like more conceptual, this album that I'm dropping and shit. This song called like Best Friend and shit. It's talking about like Pum Pum's my best friend or some shit like that, you know? But in the most metaphorical way, you know? It's crazy, yeah. You have to hear it. my girl thinks I'm crazy, like I'm some perfect, but yeah, it's like super conceptual.
Well, yeah, what? You dropping that type of track, bro? I see more babies on the way.
Oh,
You gotta be careful, bro.
yeah, no, we got my girl got like an IUD, and she's good for like 5 years. I'm like, yo, I ain't messing with you, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, along the way, bro, you've been performing, you've been making projects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What are some highlights that you had
Highlights.
along the way? Things that you'd be like, bro, this was a crazy moment in my life. Was it music? Was it not music related?
Winning the hip hop show.
Yeah, that set it off, you know. That's still my only word, but yeah, like I think the highlight was just opening for Mobb Deep, you know. Too bad like Pete passed after that, but like I got to chill with my idols, you know what I mean? Like Noid, LES, Have and shit. It's just, you know, I was chilling with Sky Beats. Me and him went to Ottawa and shit, picked him up, you know what I mean? On the way back, you know, was joking in the car, you know, those are good times and shit like that, you know. Have is funny, man. He's a freak, but he's funny and shit like that, you know. So I got to kick it with my idols and shit like that. And yeah, I got to work with Chris Rivers, Pun's son, you know. So those are my highlights and shit like that. But what I really want to do is get into like movies and shit like that, you know, like get my music into movies or films and shit like that, you know.
Placements,
Yeah, because that's where I get most of my samples and ideas from, like watching The Shy or you know, Euphoria. Like, oh fuck, I gotta sample this, you know. So I mean, nuts to be on that show or some shit like that, you know.
Do you produce too, or?
Yeah, I'm starting to get into that, you know, like I produced like one track so far, you know.
Like,
on my
I've been doing this.
album. Usually it's like co-produced with Cali, you know, but like sample like Sinead O'Connor and shit like that. Like it's like a drinking trap called Drunken Master. It's crazy. It's like a different vibe, you know what I mean? So I'll probably do more of that, you know. But I like usually find the samples and I let Cali flip, you know. He does what he does best, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Performing wise, bro, you said that The Mobb Deep show was in Toronto. Where'd you?
No, I picked him up from Ottawa and brought him
Okay.
back here for
Okay.
that. You know what I mean? Because everybody knows I'm like the biggest Mobb Deep fan and shit like that. So like D Shay hooked that up for me. Thank God for that. You know. So and I always want to open up for Bone Thugs too. You know. So maybe put that out in the universe. You know.
Yeah, dude. Like even that Crazy Bone doing a feature with Crazy Bone's not something that's unattainable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I even hollered him. I went all the way to Ottawa. He had a show there. You know, I had like 1,000 in my pocket. I'm like, oh, you want? He was like, yeah, I just hollered at my boy there. You know, like, he gave me the run. I did the same thing with Prodigy. You know what I mean? Like, I always carry a stack on me, but you know what I mean. It never worked out like that. You know, but
And one day, don't worry.
yeah.
Well, I'm performing in Ottawa in 2 weeks, so just pull up.
If I had to hit him with more bread or some shit like that, but you know.
No, you have kids to feed.
Yeah.
Have you had the opportunity to travel and perform or anything like that, or just travel?
Unfortunately, no. But I would love to do like a tour in like Japan or some shit like that, or like China or some shit like that, you know, or Tok or something like that, you know. Hopefully, you know, just put that in the universe too, you know.
So like, have you left Canada yet, or?
I only went on vacation like for the first time like in like 20 years. I went to Jamaica like just like last December or some shit like that, you know. I shot a video there. Yeah, that was eye opening, man. It was dope, man. You know, the weed was kind of like so, but you know, other than that, it was blessed, you know.
Look, you already know the weed. We're in Canada, bro.
Yeah.
We got some
I'm
great bud.
too spoiled.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit,
we're
you
too
know?
spoiled over here.
Yeah.
We got super cheap prices. We got
Yeah.
abundance of weed. But like you said, bro, you got to leave the country. You got to experience another culture.
Yeah.
You really got to see outside of your box. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
what's very important. You gotta go out there, bro. I'm surprised you haven't been to China yet, bro.
Actually, no, that was the first place when I was there when I was like 10. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
right,
So I couldn't really enjoy it like that. I actually hated it. You know what I mean? I was a city boy, and it was like a culture shock kind of thing, you know. But now I think I can actually appreciate it, you know.
Yeah,
So I'll probably go back, you know.
yeah. See, so we're putting it out in the universe.
Yeah.
Hopefully, shit like that.
I might hit up Cuba first though, man. You put me on to
Bro,
that.
cheap,
Yeah,
it's cheap.
yeah,
Just go.
Yeah.
Spend a week over there. You know what I mean? You need that. It's good for your mental health.
Exactly, man.
need
I
that
gotta
stuff.
recalibrate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're right. I do need that.
Don't worry. The Hustle podcast is going on a company trip.
Are you for real?
No.
like shit, man. I was ready for it.
One day, yeah.
Yeah, maybe one
Just
day.
do like drink champs and shit, you know, and go like, you know.
But look,
do
that's
spots.
one thing that I want to do. I wanted to go to the States and bring this shit with us. Not the table, obviously. But maybe bring a banner, you know what I mean? Bring
Yeah,
a banner.
yeah, like
The
yeah,
light has
Light-
to come.
Yeah.
for sure, yeah.
Set it up, bro. Just grab another location
Mm-hmm.
and interview some New York dudes, you know what I
Yo,
mean?
for real, man.
Do it.
Why not?
Toronto, I want to do it wherever it's possible, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, we got to build it up locally, bro.
Exactly.
Build
Yeah.
it up locally.
Starts at home.
Yeah, starts at home, and then we take it on away games, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man. No, I see big things for you guys, man. For real.
So when's the when's the project dropping?
Oh yeah, yo, like it's fucking crazy how the stars just lined up and shit. I just put on TuneCore like on Friday, and it's coming out October 21st, you know. And then you just hollered at me like the next day. I was like, holy shit, like.
Wow. Huh?
Oh, actually, shout out to Adam Bouja, man, my boy
Yeah.
Bouja, you know, like.
Shout out Adam Bouja, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Adam.
Yeah, I used to drink with this guy like every week and shit like that. I haven't seen him for a minute, you know. But big shout out to him. I think he saw my album cover. That's it, and we just reconnected it like that, and because he put that out in the
Yeah.
universe for me, man.
It's like we were speaking for, I think it's been 2 months maybe. The last time we messaged, or
Yeah.
a month,
I
maybe,
dropped like a
so,
freestyle. And it's,
Yeah,
it's
so,
over there,
so,
yeah.
I commented on it. I'm like, he's already on the list of people that we got to get on the show.
Yeah.
And then randomly, my boy Adam messages me, like I think it was last week, a couple of days ago,
Oh wow.
5 days ago.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you got to get my boy Budda Child on your show. I'm like, dude, I already spoke to him about it. It's already in the works.
Nice. That's amazing, man.
And then after Tech hit me up, he's like, yo, I can't come in for this week. And nobody really confirmed.
okay,
So I'm like, yo, I'm on
it
it.
worked out,
I'm
man.
on it.
Yeah, it was like last
right
minute
away.
too. I was like, oh fuck, for
Yeah,
sure,
I
you know.
didn't even know you were coming on.
Yeah, I was like, who the hell are you?
wait a minute.
Buddha Child.
This isn't what I looked up.
Yeah.
No, so life works out like that sometimes, you know.
So you got the album dropping soon.
Yeah.
The project.
Yeah.
And looking forward to it. Be Water. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have a lot of Asian influence.
I got like one Asian beat.
one-
It's called
there's one-
Black Geisha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna look forward to it, bro. We're gonna Shout it out, Tulio. Don't worry about it.
Respect, man. Yeah.
Any videos for that project or anything?
Yeah, like usually I always shoot like 1-2 videos and then I put out the album. But this time I'm just putting it out there and then I'm gonna shoot a video later. You know what I mean? Like, cause Callie was like, you know what? You don't really gotta put out a video like that. You know what I mean? Like now these days it's just reels and shit like that. You know? So he's like, he put out a reel and he said he got like more attention than his like YouTube and shit like that. You know? But eventually I'm gonna holler at Mike Drones, you know?
Yeah.
And we're gonna do that video. I'm gonna go to
Mike
Chinatown.
Drones.
You already know, right?
Mike Drones.
I'll
Shout
probably hit
out
up
Mike
Chinatown,
Drones.
you know, with Tokyo and do that up, you know.
No.
Yeah.
So that project's on its way. What do you have? What do you want to do after that, bro?
After that, I have another. I already recorded like 2 more albums, man.
It's
That's
already-
in the bank, you know
He's
what I mean?
already ready. He's
already-
Yeah.
Nice.
Next one's called "Hurry Up and Buy." That's like next level, man. I did a song called "Lucky Money." But just getting money, but like in a crazy, like, oh man, the beat is just like on some trap Asian shit. It's like so different, you know what I mean? And my girl was like, "Yo, hurry up and drop that shit." I'm like, I can't, man. I gotta save it for the next album, you know? Like, but and then after that, I don't even know what the name of the next album. Probably Broken Memories or some shit like that. But I just like probably do one more track on that, and that's wrapped up too, you know? So,
I was gonna say, like, all your song titles are just so creative.
oh, thank you.
Like, you've been just like saying these names of these songs. Like, I haven't heard your stuff yet. I will, like, when I get home or whatever. But like, all the titles are just so like unique and different compared to like other shit. Like, my shit's so boring. It's just like hit and miss.
But I guess it's all about the song, really, you know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna keep dropping, you know what I mean? Me and Callie, like, you know, we got good chemistry, so, you know, why stop that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna consistently drop. I don't want to be like Joel Santana, you know what I mean? How he has like never drops and has all these songs and shit like that, you know? You never know what's gonna happen, so I just wanna put that shit out there, you know?
Yeah, that's it, bro. You gotta don't hoard it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Put it
man.
out for
Then
the
it's gonna be
people that
old
hear it.
and shit, you know, the old references and shit like that, you know? So
What, did you hear the new Cameron project that came out?
yeah, with A-Track.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking amazing, man.
It's dope, but the only criticism I'm hearing from it is that it sounds dated.
Because I think they were supposed to put out Federal Reserve and they just reworked the whole album and shit like
I
that,
think
you know?
that's what
But
it is. And it's like I heard somebody, I don't know which artist it was, but I heard a project, and the only critique I had, it's like, bro, it feels like I heard this 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like it's now.
okay,
Something weird that you're putting out now. And
that shit goes hard though. I couldn't even hate though. Like, yo,
I
the
haven't
scratches-
heard the whole
the first
Cameron
single.
album.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, man,
I haven't heard the whole thing. I'm gonna check it out.
that shit goes hard.
I'm gonna
Like,
see what it is. Shout out to A-Track for
yeah,
producing that
that's
thing,
big,
you know?
man. He used to work with Kanye and all that shit. So yeah,
Dope.
really, like a lot of people blowing up in the city. You know, mostly producers and shit like that. You know, but I really want a rapper to like really blow up. You know,
Yeah,
from here. It
gonna
hasn't
happen
happened
soon.
yet
It's gonna
though.
happen,
Like,
dude. I'm telling you right now, it's like it's the new era.
Yeah,
yeah.
we have a couple on the rise.
I mentioned it plenty of times on the show. We got a slew of rappers that I think are up next. So we'll see what happens.
yeah. Someone's bound to break through.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my time.
Well, we're getting to that time of the day, that time of the show that you pick
Oh,
up that
shit.
gem, dude. I know you came prepared for us.
gem.
You have
You
to
told
kiss
me
it.
you came prepared. You
Really?
had some,
The first one to kiss
some
it.
super introspective.
All right, yeah. So I guess my gem is just that to drop jewels, you know? Like what I mean by that is like each one teach one, you know? So like if you know, like, you know, if you're OG or not, maybe not, you could be younger, you know, but just pass the knowledge on to the next person, you know what I mean? And steel sharpens steel, and there's no point, like, you know, not schooling people and not giving them knowledge, so it'll be easy on them, you know what I mean? I wish, you know, someone like an older head that schooled me onto the game like that, you know, but like I try to do that for the next generation and you know, all the rappers that are coming up. I even got that tattoo on my chest, you know what I mean? Drop jewels and shit like that, so that's real, you know? That's what I do with
like
my
that.
music, you know?
This guy came branded with the fucking
Yeah, I
jewel.
swear to God, yo.
I came branded with the gem. Like,
Yeah.
I am the gem. Okay?
That's me, you know?
Dope, bro.
But, yeah.
Thank you for dropping that with us. Tell the people where they can find you, find your music.
Everything Budda Child 514, you know, IG, Facebook, all that shit, YouTube, Budda Child 514, and yeah, we'll probably drop some videos soon, and be on the lookout, man.
Dope.
Work hard on these albums and shit, and yeah, it's want the masses to hear it, you know. That's basically it, you know. So
Dope.
thank you for you guys for, you know, put me on this platform and shit. I seen like all my boys on this shit. So like, thank you for the opportunity, man.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
We appreciate everybody that comes, sits down at this table.
Yeah.
And like we said, we're putting on for the city, bro. This is something that we got to keep building.
For sure.
And show some respect to the people that paved the way.
Yeah.
Show some respect to the newer generation that's putting on like major moves and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I just want to like sit down, chop it up with everybody, and build this great community.
Yo, I love it, man. Yo, I'm all for it, man. You guys are doing great things for the community.
Find this guy. You already know. He dropped all the links and everything. Budda Child 514. Listen to the new project on the way, Be Water.
Yeah,
And
Be Water. First single is the title track, Be Water, featuring Tokyo, you know? He's on the hook. He killed that shit.
thank you everybody for watching another episode of the Hustle Podcast. We out.
Peace.
The Hustle. My name is Steve Talia, and these are my co-hosts, Steve Talia. And I'm Talia. You may have heard me on radio, you may have never heard of me at all, but that's okay.
Cause y'all gon' learn today. Your whole life was a struggle, had to make it out the jungle. This is a show for you. Welcome to the hustle, under pressure never break a fold. Keep chasing your goals until you blow. Now, welcome to the hustle. Take money, make money, build a future forever. Even in stormy weather, we execute for treasure. The grind is real, you know. Got the willpower, Terrence Howard, hustle and flow. Rain, sleet, or snow, the odds against me for sure. I kick down them doors when they close. A sharp shooter